I'm Captain Jeff Weibel with Wichita Police Department, Crimes Against Persons Bureau. Today we're asking for the community's help in locating a 4-month-old child by the name of Vincent Moore. We ask anybody with information reference to Vincent or his location to call the homicide section at 268-4182 or Crimestoppers at 267-2111 or 911. At approximately 1700 hours on Thursday, July 30th, 911 dispatchers received a call from a 24-year-old female in reference to a possible missing 4-year-old child, Vincent Moore. Investigators from the Wichita Police Department's homicide section and the Wichita Sedgwick County Exploited Missing Child Unit began their investigation. They learned the following. On or around June 5th, the biological mother of the child dropped off her 4-month-old child as well as her 2-year-old child to their father for visitation. After a few days, the mother attempted contact with the father and was unsuccessful, and continued efforts to reach the father and locate the whereabouts of the children were also unsuccessful. The investigation went on to reveal that sometime mid to late June, the father took the children to Texas, where they stayed until approximately July 9th. On July 9th, the father and children were returned to Wichita, and they were staying at a residence in the area of 31st and Hydraulic. On June 11th, in the early morning hours, the father was seen leaving the residence with the 4-month-old child, and the child has not been seen since. On July 29th, Sedgwick County deputies stopped the father in the 5500 block of West 21st, where they located the father as well as the 2-year-old, but not the 4-month-old Vincent. The father was booked into Sedgwick County Jail on unrelated warrants. Investigators have worked through the night and throughout the day today, locating family members and friends in an attempt to locate the 4-month-old child. The child is still unaccounted for, and no family members or friends have seen the child since July 11th. Family members, friends, and law enforcement have heard different accounts of the whereabouts of the child, and all have been proven false, and the child is still unaccounted for. So again, we are asking for the community's help in locating the 4-month-old child, Vincent Moore. And again, anybody with information in reference to Vincent or his location is asked to call the homicide section at 268-4182, Crimestoppers at 267-2111, or 911. Does anybody have any questions?
So the father is the main suspect, or he's not considered a suspect, or what?
Right now, our focus is on finding the 4-month-old child, and to determine if there's any criminal activity associated with the child's disappearance.
So since this is being investigated by partially the homicide unit, is there a chance that officers think that this is a homicide?
Anytime that we have a child that is missing or endangered or severely abused, both units work jointly together, and it's the same with the Sheriff's Department. If it's a case involving severe injury or a missing child, if it occurs in Sedgwick County, this Exploited Missing Child Unit and Sheriff Investigations work together, so this is common practice.
What was the condition of the 2-year-old when found?
2-year-old was fine and returned to the biological mother since the father was booked on unrelated warrants.
The father's name?
At this time, I'm not releasing that as our investigation continues.
Age of the father?
24 years of age.
Do we have any indication of how long the two have been in connection with each other, the father and the mother?
As far as how long they've been in a relationship together,
Yes.
We know of at least 2 to 3 years. Thank you for your time.
And he was arrested on July 29th, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And this all happened in July, because you kept saying June and July.
Well,
So
a
it
lot
wasn't
of
sure.
dates.
Yeah.
For clarification, the child was given to the father at the beginning of June for visitation, and throughout June, the mother of the children had a tough time locating the father or getting hold of him to check on the kids, and then through our investigation, that's where the July dates come in.
And he lived in Wichita in June, then moved down to Texas, and then came back.
It's indicated that sometime mid to late June, They went to Texas and then returned at the beginning of around July 9th.
Okay.
What unrelated charges was he booked on? Did you say?
There were several warrants,
Okay.
both county and city warrants.
Does he have any connections in like Texas? Maybe could have left the person there, or
We're still investigating all of that. The child was last seen here in Wichita, July 11th.
By who?
Hmm?
Who was he seen by? Family?
The father was seen leaving a residence in the area by associates, and last seen July 11th.
That was hydraulic.
31st and Hydraulic?